Have you ever heard of a creature so terrifying that it made families abandon their homes, schools shut their doors, and even local newspapers print warnings of panic? Picture this. You're alone on a deserted road, the moonlight casting eerie shadows through the forest. Suddenly, you hear the heavy beat of wings. A piercing scream rips through the night. Not human, but not like any animal you've ever known. Your eyes shift toward the darkness, and for a split second, you see something impossible. A thin, bony body, bat-like wings, hooved legs, and a twisted face that looks like it crawled straight out of hell. This is the creature the world knows as the Jersey Devil, a legend that has haunted generations for over 250 years. Stories tell of farm attacks, livestock torn apart, strange tracks left in the snow, and even daylight sightings. But the question is, are we dealing with a simple folktale meant to scare children, or with a real entity that still stalks the Pine Barrens to this very day? Get ready, because this isn't just another ghost story. This is a journey into the dark shadows of American history, where fear collides with the unexplainable, and where the Jersey Devil may be closer than you think. To understand the mystery of the Jersey Devil, we have to go back in time to the 18th century. In a region steeped in isolation and superstition, the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. This vast wilderness of dense forests and swamps was always seen as strange, almost cursed. The soil was too poor for farming. The land became home to families cast out by society, and many believed it was a place where evil itself could hide. It's here that one of America's darkest legends was born. The story begins with the Leeds family, settlers who quickly became the center of rumors and suspicion. Daniel Leeds, the family patriarch, was accused of practicing occultism because of his books on astrology and science. That was enough for his bloodline to carry the stigma of a supposed curse. And from that curse, the legend of the Jersey Devil emerged. The most famous version says that in 1735, a woman known as Mother Leeds, already exhausted from raising 12 children, she was pregnant again. Furious, she cursed the unborn child, crying out, "Let this one be the child of the devil." Months later, during a violent storm, she went into labor. The baby was born human. But before the horrified eyes of those present, the child began to change. Its body stretched and twisted grotesquely. Leathery wings sprouted from its back. Its face elongated into a monstrous snout, and hooves replaced its tiny feet. The newborn abomination let out a bone-chilling scream, attacked those nearby, and then flew straight up the chimney, vanishing into the depths of the forest. From that night on, the people of the Pine Barrens swore it never left. The Jersey Devils, so known as the Leeds Devils, soon became more than just a story to scare children. It became a constant shadow in the collective imagination, a chilling reminder that in the dark woods, something evil might be watching. Since the cursed birth of Mother Leeds' 13th child, the Pine Barrens were never the same. For centuries, reports of encounters with the Jersey Devil spread like wildfire, passed down from one generation to the next. Each witness described the creature in chillingly similar ways: a skeletal body, grayish skin, bat-like wings, a grotesquely elongated head, and hooves where its feet should be. Some even swore its eyes glowed red, burning like coals, able to paralyze anyone who dared to look into them. By the early 19th century, fear was everywhere. Farmers found their animals slaughtered in ways no ordinary predator could explain. Chickens torn to pieces, goats mutilated, horses left in a state of pure terrors if they had looked straight into hell itself. Hunters followed hoofprints that suddenly stopped, as though the creature had simply taken flight and vanished into thin air. But the most infamous chapter came in 1909. For an entire week, New Jersey was consumed by panic. Dozens of people claimed to see the monster. Schools shut down, factories closed, and local newspapers filled their front pages with terrifying accounts. Police officers swore they had fired at the beast without leaving so much as a scratch. Families locked themselves inside their homes, praying not to hear wings scratching at their rooftops. This became known as the Panic of 1909, the largest manhunt ever carried out for the Jersey Devil. And the sightings never stopped. Through the 20th century, and even into the 21st, new witnesses kept emerging. Drivers on deserted highways swore they saw a winged figure dart across the road. Fishermen claimed to hear blood-curdling screams echoing through the swamps at night. Hunters discovered trees clawed as if something with massive talons had ripped into them. Some stories suggest the devil isn't just a beast, but something that enjoys fear itself. Heavy footsteps circling lonely cabins at night, followed by knocking at doors and windows, yet no one brave enough to look outside. Villagers reported seeing a winged shadow hovering over rooftops, only to disappear before anyone could chase it. The legend grew so deep into local culture that even hockey adopted it. The state team proudly named themselves the New Jersey Devils, a dark tribute to the monster. But to those living near the Pine Barrens, the story is no game. Many still refuse to cross the forest at night. Some insist the screams can still be heard, carried by the wind through the trees. And here's the most disturbing part. The deeper you look, the harder it is to dismiss. Too many stories, too many witnesses, different people in different times, all describing the same impossible creature. As if the devil of the pines was real, lurking just beyond the edge of the firelight. Throughout history, the Jersey Devil has left a trail far darker than simple campfire stories. Eyewitness accounts so vivid, so terrifying, still fuel the question today. Is it just folklore, or something real stalking the forests of New Jersey? One of the earliest and most chilling reports comes from Commodore Stephen Decatur, a celebrated U.S. naval hero of the 19th century. During a live artillery test, Decatur claimed to see the beast flying low. He even fired a cannon directly at it. The shot hit its target, but the most disturbing part, the creature didn't fall. It didn't even flinch. It simply kept flying untouched, as if human weapons meant nothing to it. Another infamous encounter involved Joseph Bonaparte, Napoleon's brother, who lived in New Jersey after his exile. In 1820, he swore he saw the Jersey Devil while hunting. He described a winged figure watching him from the tree line before vanishing back into the night. A European royal claiming to see the same monster as the locals. That only gave the legend even more weight. But nothing compares to the terrifying events of 1909, the infamous week of panic. Witnesses across multiple towns claimed to see the creature in the same night, as if it could be in several places at once. In Camden, a trolley driver stopped dead in his tracks when the devil landed in front of his car. Dozens of passengers saw it too. That very night, bizarre hoofprints Barrens appeared in backyards, across rooftops, and even inside locked barns, footprints that defied every explanation, and the sightings never stopped. Night hunters still claim to see glowing red eyes between the trees. Drivers swear their cars have been followed by a shadow with wings, vanishing the moment they round a curve. Urban explorers have captured eerie sounds of flapping wings and blood-curdling screams echoing through the swamps. If it's all just a story, how do we explain centuries of fear? How do people from such different times and backgrounds, with no connection to one another, keep describing the same impossible monster? Could it be mass hysteria? An old legend blown out of proportion? Or is there really something lurking deep in the Pine Barrens? Something that defies logic, science, and human understanding? The Jersey Devil remains an unsolved riddle, a presence that, real or not, feeds on fear itself, and casts its shadow over New Jersey to this very day. The Jersey Devil isn't just an old legend. It's a reflection of a collective fear that has spanned generations. A creature that refuses to vanish with time, still seen, heard, and feared even in the 21st century. Maybe it's just a myth created to explain strange noises in the forest, or a warning to keep people away from the most dangerous parts of the Pine Barrens. But it could also be something far darker, a real presence, silently watching, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. What makes this story truly unsettling is the doubt it leaves behind. How many people need to report the same sighting before we stop calling it a coincidence? How many screams in the darkness must be heard before we accept that something unknown is out there? The Jersey Devil may be just a legend, or proof that not everything in our world can be explained. Now I want to hear from you. What do you believe? Is the Jersey Devil simply a creation of American folklore, or is there really a demonic creature stalking the forests of New Jersey? If this story piqued your curiosity, leave a like, share it with friends who love mysteries, and of course, subscribe to Urban Secrets so you don't miss any of the dark legends we uncover next. The terror doesn't end here, and the next secret may be even more horrifying.